So about 2-3 days ago, I uploaded a video about a new Wind Waker HD discovery, which allowed you to actually do a weird shot in Savage Labyrinth and void out, which allowed you to continuously farm 300 rupees over and over again. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put an annotation in the top of the screen so you can check that video out and then come back to this video. But either way, after publishing that video, there's actually been more discoveries. Now, what we ended up discovering is that this new glitch actually has a lot more complications and changes for the route than we originally thought. So we first thought that this would just replace the ghost ship grinding, which would save about 1 minute. However, what we ended up discovering is that we could actually make a huge reroute to save an incredible amount of time on the auction. So, if you do not know what the auction is, I'll put up a video from our record right now on screen, and as you can clearly see, it's basically what it sounds like. It's an auction where you bid for items. Now this auction has 4 different items that you want and 1 item that you don't want. The auction contains a heart piece, true treasure shards, 1 swift sail, and 1 piece of joy pendant. Now obviously you never want to buy the joy pendant, so you only want to go for these first 4 items. Now what we used to do is we used to buy 3 of these items on our first trip, then head over back really late in the game, about 4 hours into the run, and then actually do something called an insta buyout, which means that you bid 999 rupees instead of actually bidding for it. Because if you bid 999 rupees, the other NPCs will not bid against you and you will get it instantly. Now I'm going to use a comparison that is sped up by ×4 so you can get an idea of how much of a time difference it actually takes to do this insta buyout compared to bidding. And now obviously this is sped up by ×4, but to give you an idea, it takes you about 1 minute exactly if you want to do the insta buyout. However, if you want to bid for the auction, optimally, it actually takes about 2.5 minutes. So that means that actually buying an item for 999 rupees is 1.5 minutes faster. Now, why is this important? Well, the thing is, because of how fast it is now to get rupees, what we ended up realizing is that because Savage Labyrinth in the route is actually prior to going to outset for this auction later on in the run, we could route auction in the beginning of the game, only buy the swift sail, and then continue the run on as normal. Then when you get here later, about 4 hours into the run, instead of them bidding for the 3 other items, you actually have 999 rupees to bid for each individual one. Now, grinding for 300 rupees in average takes about 15 seconds in the Savage Labyrinth, which means that getting about 1000 rupees will take you an average about 50 seconds. Now, as I said earlier, it's about 1.5 minutes faster to actually do an insta buyout compared to actually bidding for it, which means that the total time save per item will be about 40 seconds. So adding that together, 40 seconds plus 40 seconds plus 40 seconds, that means that we just had a brand new time save of about 2 minutes right there. Now what we also figured out on top of that is that because we're less reliant on the ghost ship now, we could route it in at a different point in the game, which will skip 2 times where we had to play Song of Passing prior to that, which is about another 30 seconds. And then also, you can keep in mind that because we can get extra rupees from Savage Labyrinth, the ghost ship itself actually is a lot faster since you don't need to grind for 4,000 rupees like you had to do previously. So altogether, with all of these time saves combined, you save about 3 to 4 minutes doing this reroute. So without realizing it, this one discovery of farming rupees early had a huge implication on the 100% category. Now there is one negative aspect of all of this. And that is that, sadly, on this round now, you actually can only buy 1 item on the first auction, which means that about 50 minutes into the run, you only have a 20% chance to get the swift sail. So normally in speedruns, you will go here now 50 minutes into the run, hope for a 20% chance, and if not, you will have to leave and re-enter to hope to get it again. And each time you don't get it, it loses about 45 seconds. Now this might sound really bad, but previously the auction was about 1.5 hours in, so even though you have the slightly lower odds of getting the actual proper item that you need now, you still have it about 40 minutes earlier in the run, so I guess it has its pros and its cons. But either way, I wanted to make this quick update about what this actually implicated the run with, thanks to this new discovery, so I hope you enjoyed the update video. Thank you guys so much for watching, thank you all for the support, If you want to watch these attempts live with this brand new route, you can check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Linkus7. And for everybody asking, the Wind Waker HD any% record progression video we posted on this YouTube channel on the 8th of February, so I'm very excited to finally bring you guys that amazing video. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.